2 days later, Lasara stood on the observation balcony of the Academy as a small, unmarked shuttle descended toward the landing pad. It was dull gray, scratched, unimpressive, exactly what she expected from a human diplomatic craft. She watched it land with little interest. As if they even belong here, she muttered. The shuttle door hissed open, and out stepped a figure wearing simple gray fatigues, a travel bag slung over one shoulder. A human, but not what she expected. He wasn't bulky, not intimidating. He didn't wear armor. He didn't carry weapons. No medals. No political pomp. Just a man. Almost disappointingly plain. "I am Captain Elias Ward," he announced, saluting politely. "Representative of the United Terran Coalition." Lasara folded her arms. "You're late. Never claimed I'd be early," he said with an easy smile. "Traffic was terrible. 3 pirate clans tried to kill us. You know how it is." He said it as though it were an inconvenience, not a life-threatening ambush. Lasara blinked. Her cadets exchanged looks. "Humans," she muttered. "Always joking." Ward shrugged. "Laughing keeps the panic away. Works better than screaming." Some cadets chuckled. Lasara did not. "You're here to observe?" she asked curtly. "Observe, assist, advise," he said. "Your High Command requested a tactical review from each allied species." She nodded stiffly. "Very well. You may watch, but do not interrupt." Ward saluted again. "I'll try my best not to ruin the classroom energy." Her scowl deepened. Middle, training turns into war. Ward sat quietly in the corner of Lasara's lecture hall as she taught strategy to her cadets. At first, he said nothing, even when Lasara used ancient human battles as examples of tactical failure. "Legends," she scoffed again. Ward remained silent. But everything changed on the 4th day. The alarms didn't just blare, they screamed. A voice crackled through the Academy comms. "All personnel, prepare for impact. Unknown vessels breaching the system." Lasara stiffened. Unknown vessels? In this sector? Impossible. Cadets scrambled out of the halls, running to their stations. Lasara tapped her wrist console. "Identify them." "Static." "Then, it's the Dreckner swarm. 3,000 ships. Their jump signatures, they bypassed our early warning net. Commander, our fleet is out of system. We're alone." The Dreckner. Nightmare creatures. A hive mind empire that consumed entire planets. Lasara felt her throat tighten, but she calmed herself instantly. "All cadets to tactical stations. Prepare planetary shields." Then she turned. Ward wasn't panicking. He was packing up her tactical board. "What?" she snapped. "Are you doing?" "Making space," he said. "For what?" "For you to run combat command." The room shook violently. Dust drifted from the ceiling. Lasara steadied herself. "Ward, this is not your concern." "Oh, it is," he said simply. "Because if those ships reach the surface, this academy is dust. So let's not let them, yeah?" She glared. "You intend to help?" He shrugged. "Unless you'd prefer I leave." Another explosion rattled the walls. Lasara gritted her teeth. "Fine. Sit. Watch. Do not interfere." Ward took a seat in the corner. But the universe had other plans. The first wave. From the Academy's tactical bunker, Lasara coordinated defenses. She issued rapid orders with speed most species couldn't match. Redirect shield power from North Sector. Reinforce orbital layer 3. Target Dreckner carriers first. Fighters are expendable. All cadets maintain fire discipline. Ward stood behind her, quiet, observing, thinking. Minutes passed. Then, a massive impact flashed across the view screens. A Dreckner supercarrier had descended lower than expected, firing a beam that sliced through the orbital shields like fabric. Lasara froze. The entire Academy held its breath. If that ship fired again, the planet's surface would be vaporized. "We need a counterstrike," she said. "But our fleet is out of range." Ward took a slow breath. "Lasara," he said calmly, "permission to speak?" "With respect," she snapped. "Now is not the time. That carrier is powering its axial cannon." He pointed at the display. "You have 90 seconds before it fires." She spun toward him. "You can tell that from?" "Yes." "How?" He stepped forward. Not panicked. Not hesitant. Just certain. "Because humanity fought the Dreckner for 80 years. We know their patterns, their charge sequence, their flaws." Silence fell. Lasara stared at him. "You humans fought the swarm?" He nodded. "And lived." "Barely." She swallowed. "Hard." "What do you suggest?" she whispered. Ward took command of the nearest holo display. His voice turned sharp, military sharp. No humor. No casual tone. A different man entirely. "Shift all energy to lower orbital barrier. Force the carrier to dip even lower to maintain aim." He began typing. "Then, cut the barrier entirely." The cadets gasped. Lasara lunged forward. "That will expose the surface." "For 3 seconds," Ward said. "Which is all we need." "Need for what?" Ward highlighted a weakness in the Dreckner ship structure. A tiny, blinking point. A vulnerability no one else saw. Right there. He tapped it. "Every Dreckner supercarrier has a thermal flaw in its ventral reactor plating. They never fixed it. We exploited it 100 times in the Human-Dreckner War." Lasara felt her skin go cold. Human legends. Human impossible wins. Human fearless battles. Suddenly, they didn't feel mythical anymore. "Fire everything you have at that ventral weakness," Ward ordered. "Right as the barrier collapses." Lasara hesitated, but only for a second. She issued the command. The shot that saved a world. The orbital barrier flickered. The Dreckner carrier dipped lower. Its axial cannon glowed. And then, the barrier dropped. Every ground battery. Every drone turret. Every orbital cannon still functioning. Fired at once. The converging beams hit the carrier's ventral plating. And the supercarrier erupted like a dying star. The explosion shook half the hemisphere. Cadets screamed in triumph. Officers cheered in disbelief. Lasara just stared at Ward. "You," she whispered. "That shot, that tactic, that knowledge." "Humanity learned the hard way," he said quietly. "We lost entire continents before we figured out how they think." Her chest trembled. "You rewrote the entire strategy of this battle." He shook his head. "No. I just reminded the galaxy what humans survived." His eyes hardened. "And what we became because of it." The second wave. But the Dreckner weren't done. Hundreds more ships broke formation, charging toward the weakened planet. Lasara raised a trembling hand, then lowered it. "Captain Ward," she said slowly. "You take command." He blinked. "Lasara. You know them better than anyone alive. Let us." Ward hesitated only a moment. Then he stepped forward. And the room felt different. The cadets felt it. Lasara felt it. Command officers felt it. He wasn't a visitor now. He wasn't an observer. He wasn't a diplomatic representative. He was a human warrior. The kind the galaxy had mocked as myth. Ending. The rewrite of history. For the next hour, Captain Elias Ward commanded the Academy's forces with surgical brilliance. He predicted every Dreckner maneuver before sensors even registered it. He repositioned batteries, reconfigured shield dynamics, and executed tactics Lasara had never seen in her life. One by one, Dreckner cruisers fell, then destroyers, then hive ships. The Academy's cadets watched in awe. "This can't be real," one whispered. "He's reading them like a book." Lasara didn't speak. She just stared at the human, the man she'd called small, fragile, a legend-inventing species. And yet, he was saving her world. Finally, after the destruction of the last hive ship, the Dreckner fleet began retreating, fleeing into subspace, broken. Ward exhaled for the first time in an hour. His shoulders eased. "It's over," he said. The Tacti Hall erupted in celebrations. Lasara didn't celebrate. She walked up to Ward. Slowly, silently. He looked up as she stopped in front of him. Her voice was low, unsteady, changed. "I laughed at human legends," she said. "I mocked the stories. I called them fiction." Ward shrugged lightly. "Humans exaggerate sometimes. Can't blame you." "No." She shook her head. Tears pricked her eyes, an emotion she had never shown to anyone. "I was wrong." She bowed. Not deeply, not theatrically, but sincerely. "To you," she said, "and to your people. You earned your legends. You survived the unthinkable. And today you saved us." Ward blinked, genuinely surprised. "Thanks." Lasara straightened. The entire Academy watched her. "Let history record this day," she announced. The day a single human rewrote the fate of Karathi and proved their legends true. Cadets saluted. Officers cheered. Some bowed, like she had. Ward rubbed the back of his neck awkwardly. "I'm just doing my job." "No," she said softly. "You're proving humanity's strength." He looked at her, really looked. And for the first time, she didn't see a fragile being. She saw a survivor, a strategist, a warrior who carried the ghosts of a brutal war and used them to save others. A legend made real. Epilogue, a message to the stars. Later, as the Academy rebuilt, Lasara stood alone on the balcony. Ward approached quietly. "You okay?" he asked. "Yes." A pause. "Better. Wiser." She glanced at him. "Elias, I owe you more than thanks." "You owe me nothing." She shook her head. "No. I owe you an apology." He smiled faintly. "Consider it accepted." Together, they looked up at the stars, where bits of Dreckner wreckage still glimmered. Lasara spoke quietly. "From this day forward, I'll never laugh at human legends again." Ward's expression softened. "Good," he said, "because we're only just getting started." Above them, dawn broke over a saved world, and the galaxy would never again doubt the strength of a human warrior, because one had rewritten history with his hands, his mind, and the truth behind every legend ever told.